What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of El Jardín Perdido. Today we'll be checking out my multi-grafted mulberry tree. Alright, so I'll show you guys in a second, but basically I have two grafts on one rootstock. In a nutshell, I've been over this in a few other videos, but I had a Pakistan mulberry that turned out to be male. I gave it 2 years in the ground, it flowered, it never fruited. So what I did after a little trial and error, we're at a point now where I grafted on an everbearing that's got a real nice vigor to it. And on the everbearing, I grafted a Pakistan. I started with trying both of them on the rootstock, and I noticed the biggest problem, and I'll go over the solution with you guys in a moment here. The biggest problem was during the growing season, these grafts would take off with all this vigor before they really healed. It seems to be a common thing with mulberries. They'll get really top heavy and kind of lose grafts sometimes. So the solution to this would be, if it's, they're taking off, it's growing season, just cut them back. Wait till it's healed, it gets nice and thick, like I'll show you guys in a moment. But yeah, let me take you guys over to the mulberry and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is the rootstock. It was Pakistan, still is Pakistan. It's got some nice vigor to it. It's doing well. And this is the graft joint of the everbearing that took off really well. This will rot out, it's fine, but this is a nice, healthy graft here. To my surprise, with all the trial and error taken into consideration, it's really only been a few months. I'd say 6 months at the most, but we do have plenty of mulberries. So in that sense, I can say that this was successful already. I want to point you guys to the Pakistan that are grafted onto this and go a little further into this. So if we'll look here, this little offshoot is the Pakistan, which is doing pretty well. The only thing I'm seeing here is we have a crossroad, and this is getting all the growth. Essentially, I do want everything growing a little more towards my yard, which is this way. This is the neighbor's yard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this down. There is quite a bit of growth and there's fruiting above here, but that's all right. We're gonna take this down, and we're not gonna take it down right here because we want this branch to get as thick as this, if not thicker. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it maybe right about here at a 45, and in time, this will thicken up. Like I said, basically, I'm gonna play it ultra safe and take it down, I think right below that node. So yeah, we're just gonna cut down at a 45, ensuring that precipitation can run off. Take it nice and slow towards the end here. There we go. So that's our cut, nice and clean. And so now, growth won't go this way, it'll divert this way. This is healed up enough so that this can handle the vigorous growth. And here is the aftermath. A little sad. We had some unripened fruit, but the goats and chickens will appreciate that. Alright guys, so that was a relatively simple process. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions about it. But yeah, as easy as mulberry and ficus in general are to propagate, it turns out grafting can be a little bit finicky. I'll point you guys down below to some of the initial grafts and some of the process if you guys are interested. But yeah, I just wanted to walk you guys through this, and it was a pretty cool concept having a nice multi-graft mulberry that I can have a longer extended season for, and also have better cross-pollination, so get a better fruit yield. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Be sure and subscribe if you want to keep up with this and some other projects I have going on, and don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or additional input. Again, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.